Maybe I just need to post more on it and stream more on it. I don't know. I'm going to try and make some shorts this week. I'm going to start trying to post daily. On like TikTok and YouTube. Apparently that's where the kids like watch stuff. Ooh, I could try streaming to TikTok. I wonder if that's better than YouTube. Jelly, can I ask a favor? You can ask anything you want. Whether or not I will grant it, that's a different question. Oh. It's so close to dying, and I just can't hurt it. But what's the favor you wish to ask of me, Eggnog? You come to me on this day of my daughter's wedding. Can we watch the trailers on stream? I don't want to disrupt the flow of stream, though. I just like seeing people react to it. Also, about TikTok posting, good idea, but be careful because TikTok has insane censorship. I'd say nothing to get me censored. Also, sure, I'll pull up the trailer real quick. This is the Limbus Company trailer as posted by Eggnog.
환영합니다, 관리자님. 저는 관리자님을 인도할 안내자 베르길리우스입니다.
출발할게. 부릉부릉.
기어로 출발하지.
Ugh, what a terrible lyric. Okay, the music is great, but except for the one lyrical line, quaff down its lukewarm pus is quite possibly the single grossest thing I've ever actually read. A fan made this? They hired off of TikTok? Holy cow. 2022 winter. No, the music was great though.
당신의 죄를 찾으실 수 있...
I still have no idea what the gameplay in it's like, but I like the aesthetic. Interesting. You now owe me. You now owe me 1,000. 1,000 what? Books. Books? Ugh, can't believe this. Betrayed by a friend. We're not friends. We're associates. Not companions?
No.
The gameplay you can see off stream. Let's not get sidetracked. Let's not get sidetracked, you say, Eggnog. You want to send me more trailers to not get sidetracked? Like, Jelly, play In Stars in Time. It's so good, but don't play In Stars in Time. Watch my trailers instead. Oh, I can take off Super Jelly. I beat the boss. Thank you, chat, for supplying me with your energy. Thank you for putting that all into me. I have all of you inside of me now, and I could not feel more fulfilled. Not even soulmates. Anytime gamer, gosh darn it. Please, so even though I hate pineapple, please tell me you've at least eaten some pineapple prior to that, Debbie. Please tell me at least, you know, it's not gonna taste bad. You too, Cash. Oh, gosh darn it. You taught us this. I also taught you pineapple, so. The pineapple scene in this game, I knew you would get a kick out of, right? Thank you for the Henrys. Let me slow down your Henrys real quick. Your Henrys are so fast. Oh yeah, there we go. There's some time to enjoy the Henrys. No pineapple, asparagus, and zinc just for you? That is crazy. Ah! Splat, 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 splat. Goodbye, Henrys. Fare thee well. Bounce, 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 bounce. Bounce, 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 bounce. Now I get to enjoy Debbie's personalized pineapple even more. I hate that this UI is the same as Yandere Simulator. This is just made an RPG Maker, which is the same UI I'm using to make my games. Would you all like a sneak peek at the little game I'm working on? Don't say anything, because it's still going to be secret to a lot of people. Not the specific person in the screenshot, but I'm making a horror game. Sent it to the wrong person. About my secondary, my regular stream Oshi, not the second, not my Kami Oshi. This is not the actual model I'm using. This is a stand-in because I have to go make a pixel model. Ah, you unlock German jelly. Da. This one is made for 346, but she's not here. Wow. Wow, what? What are you wowing about? That accent, I know, it's terrible. It's specifically designed to make 346 mad. She has too many points, yeah. Who wants snacks? I have snacks. It's wonderful. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise, Poot. Oh, I also have my angry face on, which is perfect for the German jelly. I want to hear Blank reaction to it. Oh, Blank is German, aren't they? Yes, yes! Glory! Glory to the Onigiri! The Vaterland, yeah! Orinigi! Onigiri. Onion, no, no onion. I love rice. Okay. Now let's look for the library. Was the library on second floor or third floor? I wish I had like a map. I'm gonna touch it. Okay, second floor, but why does floor 2 only take 5? That's so convenient. $20. Is that a lot or too little still? But yeah, I'm making that horror game, but it's gonna be based around that character who is fully aware of it. Why are you sending me this picture? Oh, I see why. I just got a picture from my ex-girlfriend of her sister and her sister's boyfriend, and I'm like, why are you sending me pictures of your sister? I mean, yeah, she's hotter than you are, but I'm still confused. But it's because there was a sloth in the frame. My favorite was one time she was showing off her parents going to Japan and sent me a picture of her parents in a hot spring. I'm like, can you not send me naked pictures of your parents, please? No family tales. We have gods, spirits, expressions. The nuance gets a little lost in Valguardian. Expressions for everything. So how many expressions do you have then? A dozen? A few thousand. You're not sure how many deities you worship. What? So many? Do you have to keep track of all of them? Of course not. You only have to pray to the ones that you need. So for me, the expression of search, the expression of writing, the expression of creator craft, and lately, the expressions of battle and victory, I suppose. Cool. That's pretty neat. I hope the expressions and the change god bless us in our journey. Running from your problems. Just that you're not very fast is all. And you get tired easily too. Maybe if you kids could stop running everywhere you go. Huh, Siffrin. It's okay, Deal. I can teach you how to run good. Yes, madame. Take lessons from the kid who puts their arms straight behind them morning. Oh no! Bonnie does the Naruto run. Said running like that was aerodynamic means the wind doesn't matter and I can go fast. It's aerodynamic. Who else was with me at Area 51 when we stormed it with our Naruto running skills? I know the news didn't cover it, but we got inside. We found aliens. They look like old people. Nope, cash right. Okay, looking through all the bookcases. Color theory. Are you interested in Siffrin? I'm interested in color theory because the world's in black and white. It's like weird shades. I learned it at school, but it wasn't very interesting, so I crafted a drawing on my table instead. Wow, Bonbon, you're so hardcore. They are weird shades, yes. This is a relatively new discovery, so I'm not surprised you haven't heard, Isabeau. But a very long time ago, we could apparently see shades called colors. Yeah, they had a shade called blue, and that's the sky's real shade, and one named Grin, and that's what the grass looked like. I think the world around us still are those colors, but we just forgot how to see them. Or so researchers say. I think the house over in Corbeau was researching it. That's such big news? How did I not know this? I failed you all. Oh, don't worry. We don't usually count on you to know things. Oh yeah, that's true. Colors. Shades people can't see anymore. It seems silly, but somehow this knowledge feels familiar to you. Eru Meow. Hey, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in, welcome on in. How are you doing on this fine night? I actually don't like fine night because I'm thinking like finite, like the opposite of infinite. Makes it sound so temporary and fleeting. How are you doing on this great night? Did you say Eru? I like how Eru joins in and just follows, but is already a subscriber. I already know who to blame for that one. But how are you doing, Eru? Eru Meow? Eru Meow? Meow, 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 meow. Eru Meow. Who checked it out? Someone called Charles Chauquet. Oh, that's the Boulanger Douaumont. Does he have a book you want? The Boulangerie. Super energetic. It's too late at night to be that energetic. Now's the time to relax and calm down and set up a bubble bath and watch Jelly on your channel. Ow! Well, ow, welcome on it. Ow! Welcome on it. 346, I'm trying to... Welcome on in, Sanchi. How are you doing tonight? I'm so gosh darn tired. Sanchi? Daddy! Oh man, I love how excited you guys get to see each other. Debbie's like, oh, it's Eru, and Eru's like, oh, it's Debbie, and then Sanchi comes in, she's like, oh, it's Debbie, and Debbie's like, oh, it's Sanchi. Eru is from Japan. Whatever you say is a learning lesson for them. Ah, Japan. So desu ka? Nihonjin desu ka? Omoshiroi ne. You need a Japanese redeem? Nonsense. Nonsense. My chatters taught Eru about thigh guys and boob guys. I don't know the word for thigh. I know, you know, the classic Zettai Ryoiki, absolute territory, which is the best part of thigh guys. The gap between the thigh-high leggings and the skirt, the greatest couple inches of skin to ever exist. Yes. Oh, I don't want to heal her. But also, I have a redeem specific. I don't have Japanese jelly, but did you see the other redeem I have for you, Sanchi? Yeah, Sanchi, you should check it out. Yeah, spend those 3,000 points, Sanchi. Spend them. Gosh darn it. Mine Debbie, why have you betrayed me? I am supposed to be destroying the Sanchi points. Guten darn it. Sanchi, I made this one for you. I worked on my accent as well. Isn't it a great German accent? 3K for 3 minutes? I think it is a great deal. Glory to the fatherland, yeah? Not even for talking German? Hold on, hold on. Hier ist ein bisschen Dulch für dich. Debbie, I love you so much. Debbie, you're the greatest. Debbie, ik liebe dich. Ik liebe dich? I don't know. Did you seriously write that down somewhat? No, I Google translated that. You feel slow. Okay, never mind. No more German jelly. Normal accent. Yeah, I made that for you, Sanchi, so you burn your points on something. Ow! Ow, why? But why? I made this for you. Don't waste 3,000 points of pineapples. Thank you for the Henrys incoming. Boing. Hello, Henrys. Have a great day, Dayo. Arigato, Dayo. 3K for an accent is diabolical. It's not just the accent. It's also the outfit. We match, Sanji. Ow. Ow. Stop it. Oh, no. Also, is Eru still around? Eru, mada koku ni iru ka? Lederhosen are fundamentally Bavarian, though. Isn't that just like a state in Germany or something like that? I don't know. The only thing I know Bavaria for is their cream. That sounds... Listen, Bavarian cream is like a donut style over here, and as a jelly donut, I am, you know, supposed to know the types of my brethren. Pineapple slices! Fish head! A donut filling? Yeah, Bavarian cream? Have you never had a Bavarian cream donut? Or am I thinking Boston cream? What am I thinking? It's Bavarian cream donut too. No, it's Bavarian cream donuts. Bavarian cream donut. Either way, make it 10 minutes. I'll make it 5 minutes. I can't spoil you too much. I feel like there's a joke in cream-filled donuts here, but it's not coming to me. It might not be coming to you, but I can. Let's see. And in Sanji's case, apparently, I'm going to make it a Bavarian cream filling. Woo, woo, woo. Ow. Yep, deserved. Fully deserved. My only question for you, Sanji. Does the lederhosen stay on? Yep, still deserved. Ow. Greenfield donut. No, not that coming. Ow, stop it. You're hurting me. Eru meow, tasukete kudasai. Tasukete. But glad to hear you can relax. The amount of times I'm sitting there at work making terrible comments that'll probably get me in a lot of trouble if HR ever looks at my computer screen in like Bishop's stream or something like that is a lot higher than it probably should be. Touch it. Touch it. That's concerning. English is tough. I always end up thinking in Japanese. Let's see, what's Ego wa muzukashii? Nihongo ni wa itsumo omoteru? No, that doesn't seem right. So it's rock based, so paper. Gosh darn it, so close. But no, I feel that English is very understandable and chatting speed has gotten much faster. Yeah, if I hadn't been told that you were from Japan, I would not have been able to tell. I have to imagine it's also pretty easy to watch Debbie's stream. Debbie has a very kind of relaxed voice, very clear enunciation, so it's probably got to be pretty easy to understand them. I added closed captions for Eru. That's so nice. I was gonna say the same thing about you, Jelly. I think my enunciation is generally pretty good. I've always been complimented on that, but I feel like my speaking speed might cause an issue. I'm not entirely sure though. Back when I was younger, I used to actually have an issue where I'd speak way too quickly because I'm gonna toot my own horn here. I generally think a lot faster than I talk. So I used to kind of match my speaking speed more to my thinking speed, and a lot of people couldn't really understand what I was saying. So I actually had to slow down quite a bit. I'm trying to find something to distract her here. Some pens, a brooch, anti-anxiety medication, and some papers. Oh my gosh, it's she's Sanchi. This is amazing. Sanchi, you're in the game. Yeah, even as a non-native speaker, I can comprehend you both with complete ease, and your voices possess a soothing, composed quality that is truly pleasant to hear. What? This character, she's writing down, she's got like notebooks about people, and she writes down like questions that they answer and stuff like that. It's you. Don't expose me in front of Debbie. You expose yourself on stream all the time. Eru meow. Ore-sama no tomodachi ni nare kudasai. Nate kudasai? Nate kudasai. Okay, time to fight this boss again. Thankfully, this boss is pretty easy. Of course, let's be friends. I'm glad you understood me. Yay! Yatta! And a hydrate. Thank you. Nihongo o benkyou shita kedo, mada jouzu janai desu yo. Tayo. Nihon e ita kedo, sugoku tanoshikatta. Tanoshikatta. You need captions, I want to know as well. Know what? You can hear everything I'm saying. But captions might not be a bad idea. And honestly, I'd kind of like to do that thing Henya does where, you know, she speaks in English and Japanese, because I think that'd be a fun way to kind of practice Japanese. Oh yeah, do you have notes on Debbie, Sanchi? Your Japanese is really good. I can understand everything. Arigatou gozaimasu. I've rated out to a few Japanese streamers before, and I always thought it was cool because a lot of them do have captions because it looks like they're trying to get the English audience as well. Actually, for my game, I'd considered hiring or trying to translate it into Japanese because I know RPG Maker games actually have a pretty big fan base in Japan. So that wasn't going to be something I did right away, but if the game has any kind of popularity to it whatsoever, I was going to try that. I won't expose myself in front of my Oshi even though I'm not able to watch him. Yes. Wait, so why is it okay to expose yourself in front of me then? It's not, I just tend to forget what I blabber about. I like my little fan who keeps notes about me, probably knows more about me than I do. Fan? Chat Oshi? Chat goat? Soulmate? We'll go with soulmate. Ow! What's more than soulmates? Life partners? I don't know. What do you want? Star-crossed lovers? I don't really care, but fan? You're so much more than a fan to me. Not even I am this Delulu jelly. Ow! I just want your love. And really, I don't have... whatever. My intention is split setting up my PC. So, did you get a new computer, or are you just reformatting one? was actually supposed to get a new one today, but I overslept by 2 minutes to sign for it. Bro. So my laptop died last Monday, which again, I think I mentioned kind of stank, but whatever. And then, so I ordered a new one and I set it for Friday delivery because Friday I work from home. But then they are like, okay, it's going to be there Thursday. And I'm like, well, gosh darn it. And they're like, it'll be there between 10 and 2. And I'm like, it's like the middle of the day, guys. I'm like, whatever. I'll just wait for them to, you know, take it back and not sign it and just pick it up from the post office or whatever. 2 o'clock comes and it still hasn't been delivered. 4 o'clock comes, or like 3:30 comes, and it still hasn't been delivered. So I talked to my boss. I'm like, hey, you mind if I just kind of work from home for the last hour and a half of my shift? Just, you know, apparently my computer is supposed to get there and I just want to be able to sign for it. And she's like, yeah, you're good. So I go home and I'm sitting there, you know, quote unquote working. But, and the delivery guy finally comes. And not only does he not even make me sign for this $1,500 computer, he just takes it and just tosses it onto the porch and runs off. I was actually pretty salty. I just hear a thud outside, and I'm like, what? Wait, this is so good. Was it okay? Yeah, it was okay. You know, I turned it on, made sure it was working fine. Everything was in good condition. It had a good bit of padding to it, but I was still not super happy with how it was treated. That was me. Sorry about that. Sanji, why did you try and hurt my computer? You know how much it means to me. Any true fan would. You asked for it? Ow. I asked for that, that's for sure. Ow. But why? Sanji, you're killing all your points. Ow. Don't do that. Sanji, no! Ow, why? You're gonna leave a dent in my rice grains? Also, Sanji does have notes on me. Who's your Oshi? You, of course. Who else could it be? Sanji has taken a very big shine to Debbie, even though she works during Debbie's streams. Ow! Oh yeah. What? Why? Yeah. What's that supposed to mean? I thought you were about to expose me again. What? Expose you how? I don't even know how I'm exposing you that time. But that's right, Debbie. Oh, is this the thing you were talking about where you struggle to watch Debbie's streams because you have such a big crush on them that you get embarrassed watching them? Is that the exposing I'm not supposed to tell them? Stop. Hazukashi desu ne. Okay, time to do this boss fight again. Should I show off my second redeem since Sanchi's here this time again? Should I do it again? I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can take chat's energy twice. I already did the gimmick once this stream, but Sanchi's here now. Honestly, though, I feel horrible because the only time I'm able to watch Debbie and V are on the weekends, and I just sleep through the whole morning because I'm just so gosh darn exhausted. Yeah, I feel that. If V streams tonight, I'm probably not going to be able to watch her stream. I'm going to have to sleep after this and be up for work. Or maybe not. I could probably get in a couple hours. I did take a nap before stream, but I'm always sleeping during EU friend streams. My only regret is I hop into Debbie's streams, but you know, V streaming at the same time, and you know how I watch V streams. Thank you for the hydrate, Cassius. I appreciate that. They brought back my favorite Gatorade flavor of all time. And it makes me sad because they put it in like a 75% reduced sugar version, and it's not the same. I remember you. I end up lurking and not chatting. Same, just know that I'm there. I understand that's your Oshi met you through, right? I'm so glad. I'm glad V's getting more popular, not just because, you know, it's my Oshi and I want to see her with 4,000 viewers, but because the more people in her chat, the more friends I get to make. Like, I met Moonlit through V's chat, and Debbie, and I don't know where Sanchi, where did I meet you at? No, you were Unworldly. I met you through Unworldly. Wait, did I meet Moonlit through V or Unworldly? Oh. You know, I haven't spoken to in a minute. Bacon. V rated Meowper, so that's how I met all of y'all. Bless V's heart. Never had a Gatorade before. Gatorade is my guilty pleasure, and it's probably the reason I put on weight is because I drank so much Gatorade. I don't even drink that much soda, but Gatorade, I drank so much Gatorade. I will never forgive the discontinuation of Sobe. Gib, the lizard drink. Oh, Cassius. Sobe, strawberry daiquiri, and pina colada. I don't even drink alcoholic drinks, but all I know is I will get myself a virgin strawberry daiquiri or virgin pina colada. Even though I don't like pineapple, I do like it in pina coladas because of Sobe drinks. Holy cow, they're so based. What's your goal? My goal. Sif, does it matter? It doesn't. Your reasons don't matter at all, but they might. Why do you want to freeze Valgard in time? What about Sobe? V, we were actually just talking about you, but Cassius is sad because they discontinued Sobe, and I was talking about how much I love the strawberry daiquiri and the pina colada Sobeys. No, it was good talking. We were talking about how like rated out to Unworldly, and that's how I got to meet Sanchi. But also that your channel is kind of like a hub to meet so many cool people. Like, I'm pretty sure I met Backpack Debbie through your stream, and stuff like that makes me really happy. But also, welcome on in. How you doing tonight, Dad? Should be starting on the 10th. Holy cow, I'm so excited for you. Dad's gonna be a bartender. Would you make me my first alcoholic drink, Ferulin? Would you drink some odd number of years of complete sobriety and make me an alcoholic drink? Scheduled, figured out, since it starts at 8 a.m. though. Let's see if I like the job first. Wait, what kind of bar opens at 8 a.m.? What the? That is insanity. Bars don't open that early, right? It's open all day and morning shifters are training. Ugh. Yeah, she rated me and I checked her channel afterwards, which is where I met you. Again, this is part of the reason I'm so glad V gets more popular, is the more popular she gets, the more friends. Squeaks invited me to their birthday party, which was awesome. I got to meet Backpack Debbie. I met Unworldly, and through Unworldly, I got to meet Sanchi and other people, I guess. I think I can't remember if Moonlit was V first or Unworldly first. Because Valgard is perfect. Such welcoming, creative people, always willing to welcome travelers in, even travelers with no name. Funny that you mentioned Unworldly, because I just came across another British streamer that kind of matches the vibe a bit. Can I ask who it is? I'd be curious to watch them. Plus, I like British streamers because I can watch them usually when I'm at the start of my work shift. Because there's not too many people who are on at 8 in the morning when I start work. What if they're a weirdo? Well, I can watch them too. Such precious memories. Ow! So many claymores. Ow! Ow! And the bonk dogs. I didn't even say anything bonk worthy. Goodness gracious. I forgot how many I gave V. Oshi privileges. Jelly misses crazy. I was talking earlier about how I miss coworkers who have crazy conspiracy theories. You know, working a corporate job it kills the crazy. So long as they're the right kind of weird. True. Ow. But why, V? Why are you doing this to me? V, my Oshi. V, my Goblin Queen. What game is this? So this game is called In Stars and Time. It was recommended to me by Shark Fiend Eggnog. really, eggnog. Basically, the premise is this guy I'm fighting right here is freezing the world in time, and we are a party trying to defeat him. But every time I die, I loop back. So I'm not just getting a game over, I'm looping back to the beginning. And we defeated him last time, but after we defeated him, like the world was saved, and then I died anyway somehow and started the loop again. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on here, because I'm kind of stuck in like a permanent loop of dying and restarting. But it's also really cool because it's you have to restart the entire game. No. So it restarts me at one of like 4 different save points, and I get to keep the main character's experience, but the party maintains their experience from when I saved at that save point. It's really interesting. It's also kind of really cool. It's a very pro LGBT game. Like the characters are non-binary. There's a homosexual relationship in here. It's kind of just a good game in general. That scent around you, could it be? It does not matter. So the king isn't the one responsible for the loops? I would die for you. I mean, I would die for you, but I would die for you and show you, but this is the start of the big boss battle again, so it's probably going to take a little bit. Timecraft, the ability to craft time itself. The timecraft is supposed to be impossible to control. Music slaps. No, the music in this game is fire. How can you use it, yet alone do it on such a grand scale? Plus, this is made in RPG Maker MZ, which is the same platform I use to make games, but I really like how there's no color in the game. I think it's a really cool design choice. The art is also, like, it's decent art. It's very expressive, but it's not, like, super high quality. But I like the UI. I like how they have the character portraits down here, kind of covering up the chat box a little bit. Either way, it doesn't seem like he's the one trapping you here. Since you're here, it might be worth to beat the king now, so you can go talk to the head housemaiden. She said something before, about how you're looping, about something being broken. She knew something. After that, you have to find more information about Timecraft somewhere. You can always go back and fight the king if you have anything else to talk about. Wait a second. If V has to start at 8 a.m., oh, that's going to be weird for the stream schedule. Oh no. Oh no. I just now realized the ramifications of starting at 8 a.m. Angel Vane with a 5 stream streak. Hello, how are you doing tonight, Angel? Angel! You know what? That's the other person. I'm making a list of everyone I need to make personalized pineapple for. Angel's definitely up there. Thank you for the 5 stream streak, though. So right now I've got Fra and Evelyn, Angel, and Queenie. We need to give Jelly our energy. That's right. I'm gonna do it again since Sanchi's here. Are you guys ready to give me your energy? Are you ready to give me the energy for the final boss again? I'm gonna play the video again.
You. Just you.
What are we talking about? I'm about to fight the final boss, Sanchi. I need you to give me your energy.
You're going to love
No,
this.
that's not that energy. Back Debbie.
What you're seeing
Backshot
now
Debbie.
is my normal state. This is a super state. And this is what is
Are you guys ready for this? Give me your energy, people of Earth, people of chat.
This a Super Saiyan 2.
Enya, give me your energy. Moonlight Cap, welcome in. Give me your energy.
And this, what he's doing, is to go even
Even
further
beyond. Help. That's what I need. I need your help, Sanchi. What is this? We're preparing to fight the boss. We're getting hyped.
It's unreal. How is he generating that much power?
Feels like the whole world is shaking apart. What is Goku doing? If he doesn't stop this, everything is going to be destroyed.
Everything is going to be destroyed. We've got this, guys. Eru Meow, energy ni kure kudasai. Ite kudasai. Energy ni kure. Okay, we've got this now, guys. We've got this now. There's no way I can lose. But the wig is wigging. I love it. I love the dumb little gimmick. I love stuff like this. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, ooh, you're still here. Okay, so let's just keep going. You don't know how funny it is that at 5 a.m. I probably woke up my neighbors with my laugh. That's my goal here. If I can annoy Sanchi's neighbors, oh gosh darn it. Oh no, I am German super jelly. Oh no, everybody give me your energy. For the Vaterland. We can defeat him. This is to go even farther beyond. Sanchi, I'm doing this for you. My lunch break is almost done already, so I got to head back to work. I'll come again when I have time. Have a great day, Meow. Enjoy. I hope you had a good lunch break. Have a good day at work. It's good to meet you. Good to see you. I'm glad I made a new friend. Atarashi Tomodachi. Yatta. Oi. Oi. It was good to meet you, Meow. I will be changing this to 5-minute redeem later though. 3 minutes is too short, but I can't do it right now because I have to go into streamer bot. 5 minutes, not 10. But what is the German number for 5? Boom! I leave for 5 minutes and you're not even the same person. I am German Super Jelly. I did my Super Saiyan thing and then they redeemed German Jelly. I made this for Sanchi. I'm trying to kill her points. Oh, never mind. No more German. Just Super Saiyan. Don't give me that slam emote, Sanchi. You can redeem. You can turn it back on if you want. Backpack Debbie turned back on the German Jelly. Debbie, I love you so much. Gosh darn it, Debbie. I'm spending all my points so she doesn't have to. Yo, when on earth did Jelly reach Super Saiyan? I ordered all the anime TDs. The anime TDs are mine. We fight in the king. We are.
Who ordered all this fucking anime titty?
I did.
My, what lovely feet.
My, what
Who
lovely.
ordered all this fucking anime titty?
Yes, I get it. No, I ordered the anime TDs. Thank you for Donkey for the asana. I'm sitting in a Sword Art Online watch party in Discord right meow through. Asuna is so beautiful, it's crazy actually. I'm honestly surprised how well you pronounce certain words. It is because I'm trying to impress a German girl. I've been practicing. And who that is, I'm not going to tell you. Are you German or Austrian? I don't know. I'm the German that has taken over Austria back in the 40s. Wild. 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 Very wild indeed. Oh no, I feel like it's going to be running out soon. Quick, someone give me Bavarian cream first. Or other German pastries. You'll never be allowed in this country again, buddy. No, Blank, welcome on in. The German moderator from Backpack Debbie's stream. I think I am doing your country a great honor. I don't have to share the clips for him anymore. He hates this lol. Blank, how could you hate? Oh, never mind. German's gone. Normal jelly again. We're all good, guys. Gosh darn it, stop killing my party members. Actually, I could have just waited for the heal. That makes me sad. I thought you'd enjoy this, Blank, on Twitch. Debbie told me ahead of time to do this for you. So, like, you know what Blank would love? Ow, that hurt. It's 5 a.m. Is this what you get up to when the Germans are asleep? Are you just LARPing? Also, thank you for the throwing stuff at Moonlit. Also, how are you doing tonight, Moonlit? I don't think I really gave you a good greeting for how awesome you are. How are you doing tonight? Also, I'm not LARPing. English is a Germanic-based language, and I'm just trying to return to the roots of the language. Cassius, I'm sorry, the personalized pineapple is only for people who've been in here for a while. I typically make them pretty quickly, but I haven't made one for you yet. Was that an all Henry pool? Was it an all Henry pool? I didn't get to see. Okay, so she's dead and he's... Okay, this is just not great for us. Let's just keep going. I just want to spend points. You can redeem pineapple and throw things at me, though. Save them up for the 1v1. Good luck with the 1v1. All you're going to do is embarrass yourself with that. Ooh. Oh, that was a good save. I won't disappoint. Ow, yeah, I deserve those things being thrown at me. Okay, let's honestly just kind of speed everyone up here. Why are the tears back again? I don't think I've ever had to approve a message before. Thank you, Blank on Twitch, for being the first person to give me caught by my auto moderator. You take that title and relish it. I'm proud of you. I'm bad at 1v1s. English is an abhorrent French prostitute of a language. You're not wrong. We definitely do take other languages into back alleys and mug them for spare grammar and words. So the fun thing about the 1v1 is it's any game you choose. Any game you think you can beat me in, I will get it and 1v1 you in it. Put all your grammar in the bag and nobody gets hurt. Put all grammar you're in bag, nobody hurt gets. It is a more accurate sentiment there. No, that's such a... It looks... Oh, I thought it was like crying. The little light on the eyes made it seem like it was crying. Like, I don't want to have to hold you at gunpoint, but I will. Actually, so linguistics is kind of a fun little study hobby of mine. Oh no, I died. Because I didn't realize it was doing the thing. Whoops. Okay, Super Saiyan did not work. I died. But I actually really like studying etymology and kind of grammatical structure. May death bring it all back. In particular, I'm really fascinated by like, I think African American vernacular English is one of the coolest dialects of English we have. Also, probably one of the most distinct in America. The grammatical structure is really interesting, and a lot of people think it's like bad grammar, but it has like its own grammar, which is very, very cool. Another fascinating one is Joss Whedon and the effect that he has had on American English. Joss Whedon is probably the biggest influence on American English since Shakespeare. Which, if you don't know who Joss Whedon is, he's the guy who did Buffy and Firefly and Dollhouse. Not a great guy, apparently, but it does not change the effect he has had on the language. Like, Buffy in particular actually had a huge influence on a lot of millennial speaking habits. Dialects and language are so cool to learn about. They really, 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 really are. That's why, like, I've dabbled my fingers in a lot of different languages. Japanese is the only one I've ever really... I know a fair bit of Spanish, not much. I can get around, but I'm not conversational in it. Japanese, I'd like to say I'm at least conversational in it. I've also dabbled in Chinese and Swahili. Swahili is more just for one college course. I don't really remember much of the language, but I was fascinated by the structure of it because in Swahili, instead of like having like sentences where you add more parts on, what they'll do is they'll kind of have like a primary word that you add prefixes and suffixes to that change like tense and plurality and gender and stuff like that. It's actually a really neat language. But Japanese is really fun. I actually really like Japanese because it uses pure vowels similar to Latin. So when I see a word I've never seen before, unless it's got a very obvious etymological influence like French or something like that, I typically tend to pronounce it with either a Latin or a Japanese influence using pure vowels. I think I heard that Spanish speakers have an easier time pronouncing Japanese and vice versa. Yeah, Spanish also isn't quite as pure in its vowel structure as Latin, but it's actually pretty similar. Definitely a lot more than English, which isn't, a romantic language, and French, which is just a travesty of a language, in my opinion. I hate French. But Spanish has a pretty similar vowel sounds to Spanish or Japanese, so it's actually not too hard for them to pick up their pronunciations. Also, Angel, mi amor, te quiero. Tengo un gato en mis pantalones. Quiero queso. That's about the extent of my, not the extent of it, but that's about a good portion of my Spanish right there, Angel. I know how to flirt, say I like cheese, and talk about the cat in my pants. Oh, gosh darn it. Pretty good, that's all you need. That basically. ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? I got that one. That's pretty much the only other phrase I really need. You and Odile are now hanging out. You're to head to the boulangerie. Oh. Real talk though, I actually prefer Italian to Spanish. I do have, one of my issues with Spanish is that it has a very low, what's it called? Linguistic density. Yeah, that's not the right word. informational density, lexical density. I don't like Spanish's lexical density. And I think that it causes the language to lose rhythm because of it. And I think that Italian maintains a better rhythm because it has a stronger lexical density. What is that? So it's basically how much it takes to say, to give any information. And to give Jelly's favorite example, we're going to talk about toes. Oh gosh, sweet, sweet toes. In English, you say toes. I don't know what you're talking about. Whereas in Spanish, it's los dedos de los pies, which is a lot to say to convey the information of toes. So you have to say a lot more in Spanish to provide a smaller amount of information, and that's lexical density. So I feel like Spanish speakers tend to speak really quickly compared to other languages just because which one's that one? What's that second one? Also, hi Eggnog, how's it going? I'm doing side quests, I think, right now, Eggnog. Just kind of helping out my party members. Does that mean suck the paw? Foot? That's amazing. I'm using that one. Chupa la pata. Chupa la para. So I took 3 years of Spanish in high 4 years of Spanish in high school. And then I worked in a kitchen full of Mexicans. And then I worked down in Texas near the border of Mexico. So I actually picked up a fair bit of Spanish. I think Mexican Spanish is all right. Definitely better than Spain Spanish from Spain. I think my favorite, I can't remember if it's Ecuadorian or El Salvadorian. One of them is actually like really slow and laid back and is very easy to comprehend as an English speaker. And I just like talking to those guys. You lived in Tejas? I'm Tejana. Seriously. So I used to work in the oil field industry, and basically we spent a lot of time in the oil fields in Texas. So, you know, I spent a lot of time around south of San Antonio, like a couple 100 miles, which not that much in Texas. And then way down south near the border, there was some oil stuff we had to do there. And we kind of traveled around a lot. So I spent some time in, you know, Oklahoma, Wyoming, Colorado, West Virginia. But Texas is where we spent the majority of our time. And my crew, all my crews were always basically entirely Mexican. So I learned a fair bit of Spanish just to communicate with those guys. Real talk though, I hate Texas. Terrible place. Least favorite state next to Oklahoma. Oklahoma is worse. Oklahoma is Texas without the good Mexican food. I hate Texas and I live here. Yep. I also know you are Latina. So. Yes, Mexican American. I'm not really sure how that changes your experience in Tejas, but I imagine it's not quite the exact same as mine. Depends where I am, really. That makes sense. I mean, that's generally the case. And Texas is just a huge gosh darn place. Some people are nice, others not so much. Yeah, I feel that. My father, he lives down south, and I spent a year with him, and it was really interesting because the people were really nice to me, but I am, you know, a white guy. And so like old people wave at you from their porches and smile and greet you as you walk down the street and talk to you and seem interested in your day. But then they would say some vile stuff. Beautiful one. Yeah, that's Texans for you. So my dad actually doesn't live in Texas. He lives in a different southern state, but very rural area. Texas in particular, I didn't get to spend a lot of time with the people, to be honest, just because we kind of stayed out in the middle of nowhere hotels, and I'd spend 12 to 17 hours a day working, and then I'd come home and do the jelly thing and then fall asleep. And that was pretty much every day. What? My favorite part, though, was we'd go to like a taqueria in the morning, and my coworkers would have to order for me because they just didn't speak English at the taqueria. And that was some of the best gosh darn food I've ever had. If I go into a place and I can't speak the language to order the food, I don't know what I'm ordering, but it's going to be the best gosh darn thing I've ever tasted. This is true for Indian restaurants, Chinese restaurants, and Mexican restaurants. True. When you respawn in this game, do NPCs make any comments about deja vu or anything? They actually don't. None of my party members have seemed to catch on to anything so far. Can't I? Look at them. They're short, and their hair looks unbrushed. And they look like they haven't slept in weeks. And that hat definitely looks stupid and not cool. It's different. The kid is destroying you. Do something. On principle, you don't get into fights with kids. Anyway. Man, and I think he's asking about... Shut up. I got this. Middle kid looks as disdainfully as they can. But also, yeah, none of the other NPCs seem to say anything either. Interesting question. I hadn't even thought of that myself, so. Uh-oh, Spaghettio. Oh. Oh, neat. 3Me streaming tonight. I love to see a 3Me stream. Trade. A trade. A trade. We have something you do not. Knowledge. Offer us something in exchange. I have a pun. It better be the best pun I've ever heard. How do you keep a wizard in suspense? I don't know. How? I'll tell you tomorrow. Oh, good. The kid's eyes grow wide, speechless. The wizard looking adult. They said you're a wizard, man, and wow. I know you just said it because it's part of the joke, and I know I'm not a real wizard because wizards aren't real, but I felt something just now. I'll do whatever you ask. We only need the book. Oh, yeah. Okay, so Manon doesn't have the book anymore. What? Listen, Charlene was being really annoying about wanting it, so I gave it to her so she stopped crying, okay? Who's Charlene? Charlene Chauquet? The Boulanger's daughter? The what? You can't help but laugh. Look at the old lady's face. Severin! You jump. We are going. You nod rapidly and follow. Actually, Angel, you want to hear kind of a funny story about a nickname of mine? Kind of a dark nickname, but hilarious nonetheless. So when I was working in the oil fields, I got a nickname, and this is loosely what it was, but because I can't remember the Spanish exactly, but it was basically like El Muerte de los Mexicanos. I think it was supposed to be more like the Mexican killer, but it was, yeah, basically like the death of the Mexicans. So, like I said, my crew was generally all Mexican, and the job in the oil fields was hard. It was not an easy job, like. But the thing is, they would have me train people because I was pretty good at it. Ow! Ow, why? But this thing started happening where I'd only do like a half day of work whenever I was training someone. Because I didn't want to, you kind of want to acclimate to it. So what would happen is I'd take someone on a half day of work and I'd be like, okay, this is a job, here's how you do it, blah, blah, blah. And several times they would just kind of get into our van at the end of the day, go home to the hotel, like kind of sneak in, clock out real quick, and then go to their hotel room and fall asleep. And then they would wake up at like midnight, they would pack all their stuff, and they would drive away. And in the morning, people would be like, hey, where's that guy at? And I'm like, I don't know. And then someone would be like, his roommate would be like, yeah, he left. And my crew would be like, oh man, Jelly killed another one of us. Did anyone even see that guy come back last night? No. Jelly killed him out there, and now he's going to do it again. They're like, Jelly's killing us off one by one. I'm like, I just tried to give him yeah, your nickname was the Mexican Killer? Well, yeah. Again, it was given to me to buy my Mexican crew, so it was in good fun. We had all kinds of jokes. Like, it wasn't like a horrible thing. It was just like, man, everyone runs away after they work with Jelly for a day. Why are you throwing things at me actively dying? Don't you need plastids? Are you trying to get plastids by killing Jelly? I volunteer to be next. No, you do not want to work that job for even a day. I actually kind of miss it sometimes. I do kind of miss it. It was, you put on some headphones You walk through Texas for 10 miles, planting flags every couple hundred feet. It's actually kind of relaxing. Not relaxing, kind of peaceful in a way. The Noko frame bounties. Oh, yeah. Man, I want to get Noko. Noko seems like so much fun. The mushy room. Yeah, Noko seems hysterical. And Noko loves Ureli, and I love Ureli. Wait, which book are you talking about, Charlene? This one. Apparently Mushman is best for taking down a Lad 5? Really? They seem more supportive than that. Electrocute your gyms again for us in case you do go back there. Yeah, that's the other thing, Angel Vein, is one time I straddled an electric fence and it shocked my balls. And Sanchi loves this story. Also, I have no plans to go back to Texas anytime in the foreseeable future, Sanchi. Nor do I need to hop electric fences for pretty much any purpose nowadays. He also has mushrooms that damage foes like infested and such. Interesting. I know he had like poison stuff. I just didn't realize he'd be the best for taking down a Lad 5. Lad V. Lad 5 or Lad V? I don't know. Odile looks at the closed Family Tale book intently. Save your balls and keep them out of Texas. Exactly. I don't know. I'm not sure they're salvageable anymore. Ow. Crazy timing. She was just talking about balls in voice chat. Elden Ring. No, this is my family jewels touching an electric fence. And me sitting there for 30 minutes afterwards, crying slightly and just catching my breath. There is no research. Ooh. I'm not researching anything. So then why did I leave Kabue? Travel for years, all to find myself in Valgard, if not for some intellectual pursuit? Huh. Well, I'm actually here in Valgard to find out more about myself. I suppose it's not very apparent to you, but my mother was Valgardian. I lived my whole life in Kabue. My father was Kabuan, and my mother was Valgardian. I have no idea how they met. He never told me, but all I know is that she never wanted a child. She left very early in my childhood, and I never saw her again. Good riddance, if you ask me. But she left, and didn't leave anything behind. No pictures, no letter, no family history. But what does it matter, right? My father was a good man, and Kabue was my home. I used to think I didn't need to know about my history, about Valgard. But still, a part of me was curious. One day, a few years ago, a Valgardian merchant showed me her wares, and this book that she wouldn't let go of. A book of tales written by her whole family. A family tale. And she explained family tales to me. Generations of Valgardian parents writing stories for their children and writing them down in a book. So you'd end up with stories written by an entire lineage. I'm having an emotional moment, actively dying. Why you gotta throw things at me? They're sharp. Throwing sharp things at me, you're gonna hurt, stab out one of my eyes. Now I'd been done for generations. How I brought her closer to her family.
Get wrecked, nerd!
Get wrecked, nerd. Gosh darn it. It's so good, though. I'm excited. I haven't played Warframe in a minute. My next stream is definitely going to be Warframe, though. I need to do the Hex, or the Nex. And while she was explaining all this to me, she suddenly stopped. And I was surprised to find out she stopped because I was crying. I didn't even realize it. Because I wanted this. This connection that she had to a history that was also supposed to be mine. But it was stolen from me because my mother left. Up for Railjacks too? Yeah, I'll be down for some Railjacks. I probably need to get some done myself, so I'll help you out, you help me out, we win-win. Unless I went there. So this is why... So I traveled to Valgard, and, well, the king took over shortly after I arrived, which didn't make things more difficult. But during my travels with you all, I got to know many Valgardians, and see many Valgardian cities. I got to learn more about the country, its culture, its faith, its people. And I look, and I learn, and this is the country my mother came from. It's half of me, but still, even now that I'm here in Valgard, I feel no connection to it whatsoever. I don't recognize myself here. Isn't that strange? Half of me should be from here, isn't it? Shouldn't I see something of myself here, in the place that my mother came from? Shouldn't it be like looking in a mirror? The main quest for Railjack is solo, but after you can run missions, I can help you get entry points too. I finished the main quest for it, so I can do Railjack missions. Like a revelation? Shouldn't I see how Valgardian people act, how they think, and be able to say, ah, so this is why I'm like this. Shouldn't I be able to call this place mine? But I can't. And it feels awful, like my roots have been cut off without my consent. Like my mother stole it from me. Like I really don't belong anywhere. But this is why I'm here still. To know as much as I can about this country. And in the meantime, find out if it'll make me find out more about myself. And I did find out more about myself during this journey. I'm glad. It is an interesting question, is it not? How much do you carry of your country? Of a culture that should have been yours but wasn't? It may not seem so to you, but to Cobway, my features are foreign. Just small things. My hair being slightly too thick, my brows too thin. Enough for me to look different here. I am other. So, what about Valgardians? Would they see me as one of theirs? Would I find myself in them? After coming here, I found out that no. Of course not. Why would I? I've never been here before this journey. But at the same time, I'm not the only one who is other. In fact, Valgard is filled with people who come from other lands. Valgard welcomes people from all over the world, after all. So even if I did not find someone like me, I have found Valgard to be full of people that are similar to me. I'm very grateful for that. Odile is half Valgardian. You never knew. She traveled halfway across the world to find out more about herself, trying to see if she'd find herself in a country that she has no memory of. What about you, Siffrin? Are you finding out more about yourself in Valgard? Huh? What do you mean? Well, you didn't grow up in Valgard either, right? Do you have roots here? Or are you just passing through? Ha! My apologies. Forget I asked. I didn't say anything. You didn't need to. Your face said it all. Just because I'm telling you personal facts about myself doesn't mean you need to tell me anything in return. It was wrong of me to ask. We can forget about it. She goes back to looking at the Family Tales cover. She'd probably be fine leaving it here, just bearing her story to you and nothing else, but you... Eric Peter passed away? Badger, mushroom. I didn't run a Steel Path mission tonight, but I'll be running a few tomorrow. I almost have all of Vinquibus parts. Is Vinquibus a Warframe? I haven't even heard of Vinquibus. Also, Eric Peter, was that the ER guy? That's the guy who did the original French voice of God of War. It's a weapon. It's a lance spear gun combo. Okay, that actually sounds awesome. Vinquibus. So, pardon me for being a little crass, Sanchi, but isn't he like the French voice actor? Like I'd be surprised if you like I'm surprised you know of him at all. I don't remember much about where I'm from. Odile turns to look at you. Huh? Were you too small when you left? Or was it because there was nothing worth remembering? Everything was worth remembering. Neither. But I can relate to you. Trying to find pieces of yourself wherever you can. Trying to find where you belong. Trying to find how your roots might have shaped you. Which parts of you created and which parts already were. You nod. But you know you're not only made of where you're from, right? If that was the case, everyone in Cobway would be the exact same. Everyone in Valgard would be the exact same. Where you're from matters, yes, but it's not the only thing that makes you you. That's what I realized during this journey, Siffrin. I'm Cobwan and Valgardian, in ways I do and don't realize. And I'm also myself. One might say that's more important than being Cobwan and Valgardian. Wouldn't you agree? I do. That's interesting. I feel so much lighter now. Hmm? Because you found a family tale? Yes, but also because we talked, Siffrin. Oh, ha! Thank you for listening to me, Siffrin. You blush and nod. Now get out of here. I have a family tale to read before we all meet for a sleepover. We'll talk later. Go have fun. Holy cow. That's a crazy good one. You have to use it. You have used it once too, you know, when you were hooked up to Lotus? Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, no, I definitely want to get that then. Is that only on Steel Path then? I used to watch some goofy stuff on YouTube in like different languages. The French one always stuck to me. Do you speak much French, Sanchi? You also voice Aokiji, if I remember correctly. So that's actually a question for you, Sanchi. Do you watch One Piece or do you read it or both? Like, are you caught up to it? Dark Refractory, Floor 21, Rothwar Awards. Oh my gosh. You're killing my desire to get it actively. Just caught up on the anime, still stuck on Whole Cake Island in the manga. Oh my gosh. Don't run it solo, trust me, you'll die. Gosh darn it, that sounds not fun. I've been loving this current arc in the manga, Sanchi. It's been a really good arc. And it's German. I run in public and we get a crew we clear. Oh, nice. I haven't done. Actually, I guess I have. Like, I don't know. I haven't really set up parties publicly in Warframe before. Onigiris. Rice. No, rice. Sheep. Meh. It's Shippy. Meh. Meh. The Hunhao does Hunhalbo does serious damage to him. I didn't get the Hunhalbo. The way my head turned after you said Chippy, only to be disappointed. Yeah, it's okay. You're not the first woman I've disappointed. You won't be the last, so. Remember, my mother gave birth to me, so I speed ran that disappointment. Quasi. Debbie's like, no, I'm a fight Jelly's mom. You think he's a disappointment? Wham! From the top rope, Debbie comes down with the elbow drop. By God, I think he killed her. Let's get ready to rumble! What do you know? Answer me! She has her hand on her rapier. Why actively dying? You're choosing someone for something, right? It seems important. Maybe I can help. I suppose you must have more experience than I do. Hun's bow from Cephalon. I got the Stalker bow recently. That one looks cool. It's okay, but doesn't pack a punch on Roeth. Really? Oh, man. Mirabelle looks at you without saying a word. She looks worried. Maybe you should take the lead. What are those papers really? Oh, bonding proposals? Bonding, like when you promise to stay with someone forever? Is Mirabelle looking for a partner? Mirabelle's trying to get married? No, wait, that's not exactly it. Please stop looking at me. It's more like I am dating? Dating profiles. I'm not thinking about being bonded yet. Dating? You didn't think Mirabelle cared about that. Slash and crit with a perfect shot to his head, big damage. I love big crit headshots, especially with a bow. They hit so hard. Alright, well, before this all started with a king, I decided I want to try to date someone. And so I asked a dating company, and they gave me a bunch of folders of people that I could meet and that I could date. But I haven't gone through it yet. So I figured I could at least get that done today and look through all of them and make a list of people I could see myself dating. And I suppose I need help. I'm choosing someone I could spend the rest of my life with. So I'd appreciate another pair of eyes. That sounds not great. I shouldn't be choosing your partners for you. Anyway, I'm gonna watch anime and fall asleep. Have a good night. Wait, before you go actively dying, which anime? Which anime are you gonna watch? This is important to me. Solo leveling? Okay, good choice, good choice. very fun show. R farming at its max. Anyway, thanks for hanging around. Thanks for throwing a whole bunch of sharp objects at my face. And I hope you have a great night actively dying. Thanks again for hanging out in chat. Always cool to see you around, man. I've seen it 20 plus times. Holy mother of goodness. Okay, that's some dedication, dude. Kudos to you. I like the show. Like, I read the manga way back when. And I enjoyed the anime, but I don't think I've got 20 plus watches in me. I think the only anime I could watch 20 plus times is like La Blue Girl. And thank you for the farewell throw. Choosing someone to date is a little out of your comfort zone, but you think you can try and find someone who would fit Mirabelle, maybe. Sanchi, could you choose someone who you think I could date? Could you give a second look for me? But she can't get worth there throughout your entire journey. Here's a few of them. So, you can go first and tell me what you think, and I'll go after. Well, tell me what you think about him. She shows you the file of a strong, buff-looking man. The waifu's in your head. Stay Delulu with me. Gosh darn it, Sanchi. Gosh darn it. I just want someone to touch my seaweed wrapper. We have one of those at home. Yeah, I'm choosing that. Do you mean Isabeau? So Sanji, you've heard me tell my type on stream before. What is your type? I'm gonna ask that question. You don't gotta answer, of course, but you know what? We're asking that question. You're right. Is that worth an ew? Either way, sounds like masculine people aren't her type. Probably. Maybe she would like someone more feminine. Do you have someone more feminine looking? Someone a little bit more androgynous, like Debbie back in high school. How about her? She shows you the profile of a gentle-looking lady. She looks like you. The looking emote. I'm sure you were very pretty back in high school, Debbie. I'm sure I would have made comments about you walking down the hall until you turned and looked at me, and then I would have been like, maybe? Actually, yeah, you know what? Still good, still good. What kind of person are you into then? Oh, I don't have a type. I like all kinds of people equally. But if you had to choose, someone nice? You nod. And someone pretty? You nod. Swag guys, long hair, beard, white beard, crocodile, Polly, big boss. Okay, okay. I feel you, I feel you. Perfect description of me. Swag, long hair, beard. Not a thick beard, but I do got it. You're bald, I am bald. No, look at my mustache. Also, look, I have hair. Oh my gosh, this is a goofy looking one. Hey everybody, I just went Super Saiyan. I'm gonna go beat up Majin Buu out now. Okay, hear what I'm saying? Guy's been terrorizing all of us. He turned Goku into Chocolate Bar. I think I'm gonna beat him up. I'm gonna turn Super Saiyan 3. You hear me? We got this. You can do it. Tried to brush my teeth right now. Spit it all out after we appeared. I've also got this one. I'm feeling that darkness in my heart now. Feeling like nobody understands me. Gotta let it all out. Wasn't in Linkin Park. You know what I'm saying? Please. No one really understands me. I'll sit there and cry in my room at night. After I feed them cows, of course. I want someone who... Are you just trying to copy my answers? No. Okay, fine. You got me, Sifrin. I'm not interested in that dating stuff. Oh no, she's asexual. Aromantic? Aromantic at least. So then why worry about it? You know, Sifrin, change belief. Holy cow. Vayne Light with the raid. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. How are you guys doing tonight? Mox Okami, thank you for the follow. Vayne, how are you doing? What are you playing? How was stream? Everyone, you know, feel free to get a drink. Feel free to stretch. Actually, don't feel free to stretch. Please stretch and get a drink after hanging out in Vayne's stream. If I know anything about Vayne from his emotes, because I haven't actually caught one of his stream, is that you're probably very thirsty right about now. So please get some hydration and stretch. Playing Marvel's Plat 1, currently need to unlock it next time to get to Diamond? Dude, sick. I didn't know you played Marvel Rivals. I actually had a lot of fun with that game when I tried it. I was, I really like Luna Snow? The pretty lady with the heterochromia and the thigh highs. Brago Wolf Raid. Oh gosh, do they do Impreg for you too, Vayne? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Who do you main in Marvel Rivals? Like, what do you typically play? Oh my gosh. Kitty Melody, have I mentioned how much I love you before? Thank you for Debbie's thighs extra big. My gender bent thighs? I don't care if they're gender bent or not. Those are good thighs regardless. Luna Snow is pretty cool. I did Impreg as a bit and it just took off too. Doesn't it always just take off like that? And there's a feud on who is the baby daddy. So there's drama on my Impreg baby daddy too. Apparently, I'm with Vin Diesel cheating on, but I'm cheating on Vin Diesel with Danny DeVito, who is actually my baby daddy. And we're also cucking Morgan Freeman, who I'm not with anymore, but I might have used to be. And thank you for the Henrys. There's actually a lot of drawings in my Discord. You can follow the whole like drama. They've got Danny DeVito and Vin Diesel and Morgan Freeman and a lot of really weird pictures of Vin Diesel stepping on me. We need more Impreg lore? We don't, actually. We don't need more Impreg lore. But yeah, welcome on in, guys. Thank you for the raid. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Everyone, go check out Vane. Again, I haven't actually had a chance to watch one of their streams yet, but they have the greatest emotes on Twitch. So, if that's any indication, their streams have to be fantastic. And Salem, thank you for the biddies. How you doing tonight? How you doing tonight, buddy? It's been a minute since I got to hang out with Salem. How are your streams going recently? The Vane AO? Thank you for the biddies there, Debbie. I need to use the Gigantify emote way more. But yeah, how is everyone's night going? I hope y'all having just a great Monday. Looking forward to the rest of the week. I'm pretty excited for this week myself, or not so much the week, but the weekend. On Saturday, what am I doing on Saturday? I feel like I was doing something on Saturday. I'm not. No, I'm going to go hang out with my buddy on Saturday. That's what I'm doing. And then on Sunday, I'm going to the arcade with my friends. Which is always fun. I love going to the arcade. And because I'm only, 23, so I'm still young and can enjoy the arcade. MOKU. Yeah, I'm having a good time. We're just playing some games tonight. Don't give me the side-eye look, Sanchi. Let me lie to myself. Let me be the Lulu with you. Valid. We're all Delulu in this channel. Also, am I still subbed to Moonlit on Catfish? We're bringing up the Mpreg lore. There's actually someone who made an emote about me. It's not even my emote. Oh my gosh, I'm subbed to so many people. So many people. Oh snap, I think I lost my Moonlit sub. I'm gonna have to re-up that. Thank you for the hydrate. And some are fun and fulfilling and easy. But you can't just go and only try new easy things, can you? Sometimes I have to try scary new things. Things that make me uncomfortable. Things I don't want to do at all. Things she doesn't want to do. Also, who am I getting messages from? Let's see. I don't know what this game is, but let's take a look at it. Souls-like co-op dungeon crawler. Someone, I'm not going to say who, just asked me if I was interested in playing this game. It's hilarious because it kind of reminds me of RuneScape graphics. But you know what? I'd be down for just about anything. Do it, I love the graphics. Okay. Who's messaging you? I have no idea. I forgot to check my Discord messages. But if that person is in stream right now, then you heard Sanchi. I'd be willing to give this a try. Yes, like dating. But You know, romantic love is one of the biggest ways to change. It's supposed to change you, to bring new experiences, and so I have to do it, right? To be a good housemate, I have to do it. I have to date. I have to love someone in a romantic way. I have to do things with them.
Ooh, wait.
Sorry.
Ooh, wait.
Man, I can't do it like V can. I'm gosh darn it. I have to bond with them. I have to sleep with them. I have to have children with them. I have to love them in this very specific way. And you don't want to? And I don't want to. I don't want to do it, Sifrin, not at all. Dating, the idea of being in a romantic relationship, of being with someone like that, I hate thinking about it. I hate the idea of it. I really do. The idea of it alone is just awful for me to think about. I can't love someone like that in the way I should love them. It never happened, and I don't think it ever will. And I need this to change, don't I? Oh, stars, this is heavy. You're not sure what to say. Maybe, well, why do you need to change? Because I have to, Sifrin. I'm a house maiden, and I love it. I love helping people, getting to know them. I love learning new things. I love it all, but I have to change in that way too. I wish I could just not do it. Not be with someone that way. But Sifrin, there's such a pressure to force us to do that. And not only that, there's such intense pressure to force us to change. We have yearly festivals all around showing yourself as a new person for grab's sake. Most housemaidens have completely changed at least once, and I haven't. Isabeau isn't even a housemaid, and he's changed. And I haven't. I'll be departing now as I need to head out early today. No! No! I don't want you to! Sanji, I don't want you to leave. Sanji, stay here with me. Sanji, don't go. Sanji, I'll miss you. I'll miss you until I see you again. Have a good day at work. We love you too, Sanji. When's next stream? So I'm off the next 3 days, but I'm going to try and have at least one cheeky stream during the next 3 days. So you might see me around, but I'm not entirely sure. Because tomorrow is Shippy's collab with Dodge, which I've been trying not to stream for because I like watching them and not splitting viewers because we do that a lot. And then Wednesday, Titania's coming over to play. And then Thursday is anime night with my friend. I'm going to see if I'm awake enough on Thursday night to do a short stream after anime. But other than that, it's going to be Friday. Have the best day at work, Sanji. Yeah, have a great day at work. So I got to wake up at 2 a.m. 3 times in a row just for the hope of catching you stream. I wouldn't do that. That's also, if I do stream, it'll be a little bit later on those days. So it wouldn't be 2 a.m. Bye, Sanji. Thank you, Debbie. Okay, no more mustache. The mustache lover is gone. She can have a ride on it later. Love you, Angel. So, Salem, I could do Saturday at 7 p.m. PST. And thank you for the farewell throw, Sanchi. Bet? Yeah. Slot me in for that time. That's 9 p.m. CST, so I will be hanging out with my buddy on Saturday, but I will be home by then because he has a kid and he can't stay up that late. Bye now. Bye-bye. Smoochy, smoochy. But we have to change and bring new things into our lives and change clothes and hairstyles and even part of our personalities to appeal to a deity that I don't know if they understand that sometimes. I just like to stay the same. Or maybe they do. Maybe that's why they haven't. And now I have a list of people that I could meet so that I can fall in love with him, which I can't do. That day we got Drozzle so far. Thursday we got Selkie and Varulin so far. Okay. Sounds fun. Wait. Does that mean we're getting bacon? I mean, we can. I actually really wouldn't have too much of a suggestion. You just go with whoever you think is good. You know, we've got bacon. You've got... yeah. I've got other people, but I don't think you know them as well. You've got Debbie and you've got... anyone else, so... you do you. I'll leave this planet up to you. That I must be broken for not being able to want these things because everyone else can. Well, I don't know about the romantic part, but I don't want to do things with people either. Oh, why not? It's weird, right? Yes. He takes hold of your hands. You jump a little, but she doesn't notice. Yeah. It's just weird and gross. It's awful. I don't want it at all. Oh, Siffrin, you mean it? You really mean it? You understand? Yeah, of course. What a relief to have someone who understands this at least. So she's aromantic and asexual. Siffrin is asexual but not aromantic. Something that brings you both joy and grief. You think about the stars. It's more complicated than that for me, but yeah, I have something like that. So you do too. How do you deal with it then? You don't? I just try not to think about things that bother me in general, haha. Avoidance, huh? Yeah, I feel you there, Siffrin. That feels a little too cowardly for me. Ouch. I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say... You laugh. You know she didn't mean it that way. Of course not. You didn't know Mirabelle held those feelings toward the change belief. She always seems so passionate about it. But the belief she loves so much is also the same belief that forces her into a box she doesn't want to be in. Why doesn't she leave it behind then? You suppose it's not that simple. I don't know anything about your belief, but... You could always game the system, right? Game the system? Change things by deciding not to change? If everyone changes in that way, then you'll change by not changing in that way. There's more than one way to become a better person, right? Changing by deciding not to change? Siffrin, that's not how it works. Then no one needs to know. Change by deciding not to change. Sounds challenging and fun to me. Right now, you mean it. It does. It does sound challenging and fun. Aw, she looked cute here. Thank you, Siffrin. Thank you for talking with me. Oh, look at the time. You probably had other things to do, didn't you? Go, go. Don't let me keep you. I need to be alone for a little bit. I have a lot to think about. I'll see you later, okay? You'll always remember this. Boost all of her stats by 30. Holy Care Shield. Invulnerable to attacks for 1 turn? Okay, first off, I'm going to equip Odile with plus 30 to all stats. Memory of butt kicking. Okay, now time to slip on a banana peel and break my neck. Broke your head open on a rock. What a delicious death. That'd be horrifying for my teammates. Just like, oh, look, Zifrin fell on a rock and smashed his head open right before we go fight with the guy at the end of our journey. Okay, time to keep trying this until I get it right. Rice. Yeah, that's true, but... And... fish heads? Nope, what? Gotcha. Is Molthian reading Gatorade? Oh, gosh, darn it, I'm out of my Gatorade. 1 second, I'll be right back. Yeah. Yeah, cozy, cozy. Thank you for the hydrate, Molthian. How are you doing tonight? Hope you're having a great Monday as well. So am I following Molthian? Are you in my follow list? Tired, been a long day? Man, that stinks to hear. I was not following you. Gosh darn it. There is a follow from me. Long day of work or just a long day in general? This is one of the best problems I could possibly have, but I'm kind of struggling at work right now because I have 8 days to do 30 minutes of work. And I have to find a way to make that last. Streamed 8 hours. Holy cow, son. That is a long day. I've been streaming for about 4 hours, and I'm probably going to be finishing up here soon. Yo, Dodge Better, thank you for the raid, my amigo. How are you doing tonight, buddy? Give me 1 second for the shout out to Dodge Better. If you guys want to see some top tier gameplay, someone who can actually dodge the things in Elden Ring, go check out Dodge Better. They like Metal Gear Solid and Souls likes and making fun of me for face tanking the floor in Remnant 2. And thank you for the Henyas. Goodbye, Henya. Goodbye. Farewell. Farewell. Okay, bye. Now you gotta stream for longer. I rated as the rule. Wasn't finishing right away. Aww. But welcome on in, Raiders. I hope you're all having a great night. Feel free to hydrate and stretch after Dodge's stream. What were you playing, Dodge? I actually didn't know. Yeah, I think you might still be online. Metal Gear Solid. Scratch my leg open. How goes it, everyone? I'm doing great. Hope you're all having a good time. Of course, it's Metal Gear. I'm looking forward to your Pokemon stream tomorrow. Okay, rice. Madeline's? Ah, it's pineapples? Really, bro? Man, I wish I liked Pokemon more. Everyone else my age had Pokemon, like every other nerd my age had Pokemon as like such a formative part of their childhood. And like I did play Gen 1 and 2, but I never got to, parents didn't get me a Game Boy Advance, so I kind of stopped playing after Gen 2. And by the time I had enough money to buy my own stuff, it was... I was too far out of it. Gen 2 is my goat. Gen 2 was so much fun. I loved Silver and Crystal. Me, I was always Gen 1. I caught all 150 Pokemon in that game. I did not get the Mew that was, you know, a limited time option thing. I had a blue version that I could play with myself. Silver was my first, and to this day, Lugia is my favorite legendary. Lugia was so good. I love the dogs. Like, they were just so cool in the game. Just like running around, you're like, oh man, it's a Suicune. I also really liked the that movie where there was like Lugia. I only had a Game Boy Color for the longest time, and it was a garage sale garbage version that didn't have the back cover for the batteries. Played so much yellow with it. We had a couple Game Boy Colors. And man, oh man, did I get my use out of those things. I remember we used to go driving all the time with my parents to like my grandparents or whatever. They live like an hour away. And I think for my birthday one time, got one of those lights that you can hook up to the Game Boy that like, you know, shines a light from it. Oh man, just so I could play in the dark on the car rides. Oh man, good times. Never had that. I only had the streetlights for that long. Yeah, so that was... Man. Is it samosas, palmiers, or malanga fritters? I think it's malanga fritters. No, gosh. But that was one of the later things I got for that Game Boy. Man, oh man, did I use it. I used to play a lot of Battletoads, and to this day, I attribute that to the reason I'm halfway decent at gaming, is because I beat that game on Game Boy. I beat that Battletoads. No one else I knew was playing it, so it was not anything I could brag to people about, but it's an accomplishment for me. Bro, I'm gonna sound like an old man, but literally games back then were built different. Those were hard. Yeah, no, Battletoads is legendary for that reason. Part of the reason, I mean, like I was even reading something on Reddit the other day about the Echo the Dolphin game and how the reason that one's so hard is because the developer didn't want kids to beat it in one weekend when they rented it from Blockbuster or whatever. So he made it hard. Rice. Pineapples. Is it palmiers or samosas? Ow, why, Moonlit? Why? Seriously? Man, I was having some bad luck with these. How you doing tonight, Moonlit Cap? Moonlit, did you change time zones when you moved, by the way? If I can ask. I know you were at a weird time zone before, so I was wondering if you are in a different time zone now. Literally the same reason Glover for the Nintendo 64 was as hard as it was. I kind of want to go back and beat that now. You know, I never actually played Glover. Nod, nice. Nice. So it is one of the convenient things about not having a sleep schedule very well, is I can adjust to different time zones very easily. Daylight savings time, I don't even notice it. That's for people with healthy sleeping habits. Okay, finally. It's 2026. Who has healthy sleep patterns? I wish I did. If I could have like any superpower, I would give up like invisibility or flight for the ability to always feel well rested and never sleep. Like that is how much I wish I slept. Or not slept, just wasn't tired. I only have one of my Game Boy games I've never beaten, and that was a Power Rangers one that was near impossible to beat. Fun. Rice, pineapples, and samosas. But which samosas? Oh, gosh darn it. Oh, you gotta be messing with me right now. I wish I could just have the sheep trample me instead. I've just been slipping on the banana peel like 10 times in a row. Man, I do miss old games sometimes. You know what old game I really love? Like, really, really love? I love Galaga. When I go to the arcade on Sunday, I'm going to play Galaga. All right, I'm gonna head to bed. Good night, have fun, and remember, even if you don't have legs, you need to dodge better. Words of wisdom from Dodge Better himself. Thank you for not being ableist towards me, understanding that even though I don't have legs, I still gotta get good. Thank you for the Henrys. Where are you at, Henrys? I see you. Yes, so many. Look at them fly. Like stars twinkling in the night sky. Beautiful. Oh, okay, bye. Night, night, Dodge. Hope you sleep well. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, dude. Hope you have a great night. Can I help you with anything? But I don't want your help. I'm gonna go back to watching anime. So same question I asked Actively Dying before they left. This is an important question for Jelly's stream. Which anime? And is it wrong to have your first time with an android? Without cheese with potatoes? If you remembered them all, you do pay attention to me? No, that's stupid. Of course you do. Or else you wouldn't have... It's something you can help me with. Can you come with me? If you have time. Reborn is a vending machine in another world. Yo, I remember that one. Isn't there like 2 or 3 seasons out of that now? And so this one's actually important. Did you ever watch a 1-episode anime OVA called Coffee Samurai? There's going to be a 3rd season soon. Holy cow. I've heard of it but not watched it. It's so hard to find nowadays. But I love it. It was such a goofy little show. And just this samurai from back when gets reincarnated as this goofy vending machine. It's only like the length of one episode, so I recommend watching it if you ever have a moment. But anyway, have a good night, Moonlit Cap. Enjoy your anime. You can see some weak sadnesses roaming around in the distance. You said I could ask for anything, yeah? Not exactly what you said, but sure. Okay, well, I need you to teach me how to fight. Ooh. I know Deal's gonna say I can help you all in battle tomorrow, but it'll be from far away, right? I want to help. To actually help. And for that, I need to learn how to fight. So you're gonna help me. Let's go! Oh, snap. I can do this. Ow. Why would you attack the child? Holy cow. You breathe in and out. Oh man, I don't think I've ever seen Siffrin so freaked out. Be more careful, Bonnie. I'm sorry. Miraculously, they don't seem hurt. Breathe with me. You breathe slowly in and out. And make sure Bonnie breathes with you. You need to calm down, too. Slowly, they stop shaking. That didn't go super well. It did not, no. It's your fault. You weren't there. You weren't there to help me and tell me what to do. I mean, I'm sorry. I can teach you, but don't go ahead on your own. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll listen. Tell me how to fight. I want to learn. Okay. Okay. Ready? Yeah. Yes. What do I do? Look at the sadness's hands. A scissor sign, right? I did it! Aw, Bonnie's cute. Yeah! You breathe out. Bonnie's looking up at you. You look back. Hey, friend, why aren't we allowed to touch you? What? What? Deal and Zah and Belle said we're not allowed to touch you because it makes you jump and they said so. It's true that you jump, but I was wondering why. Because it means we can't high-five or anything. Why? None of them are touching you. On purpose? Because it makes you jump? For such a simple reason? I don't mind being touched or hugged. We are very different in this regard. Jelly does not like being touched or hugged. I'm just not used to it. Maybe it's because you're not ready for it when it happens. That's how it is with Neil. Neil? My sister. Her name's Petra Neil. But it's dumb, so I call her Neil. She doesn't like it when people touch her and she's not ready for it. Neil's really cool and tough, but she gets scared easy, I think. One day I touched her shoulder and she didn't know I was there, and she screamed really loud. Like, but then she said I shouldn't do it again, because when she's scared, she said her scared brain takes over, and she said she might suplex me without meaning to. Which sounds really cool, but she said she doesn't want to suplex me because she doesn't want to hurt me. She did suplex one dude who scared her once, though. So I'm not allowed to touch her if she doesn't know I'm there, so I always try to walk real loud so she hears me coming. That's why my shoes are so big, see? I don't want to talk about my sister anymore. Why aren't you used to being touched? Did your family not hug you when you were a kid? You flinch. Can't remember. Oh. But maybe that's why. I'm just not used to it, and it takes me off guard, I think. Oh, okay. So if you can see me, and if I tell you I'm going to touch you, it's fine? It's not fine, but sure. Huh. Okay. I'll remember that. So, then... I'm going to touch you now! Suddenly, Bonnie pokes you hard in the stomach. Ow? You saw me and I told you, so it's fine. I guess so. Okay, let's go. Let's fight one more sadness. I can do one more. You spot a sadness in the distance and attack. Okay, I can do this. Watch me, friend. You smile and join Bonnie. You and the sadness exchange blows. This is different from usual. You're not used to fighting outside anymore. The ground is uneven, and there's rocks and branches to worry about. Oop. You tripped on a branch. Friend! The sadness saw you fall and is running towards you to attack. No, not this time! Holy cow, strong attack. Ah. You breathe in and out. I'm okay, Bonbon. I just tripped. Really? You promise? Okay. You haven't called me Bonbon in forever. Only Za calls me that now. You promise you're okay? Okay. Sorry. I got scared. It reminded me of before, that's all. Before. Yeah, you remember, right? It was a while back, when you protected me from that other sadness, you know? Which one? The one that got your eye, stupid! Oh. See, I told you, I knew it! You're so crabbing stupid. You didn't even remember it. You think it doesn't matter. You keep getting hurt because of me and you don't care. You can't see from one eye because of me and you think it doesn't crabbing matter. That's right. You'd forgotten. It was after you all met Bonnie. Before they started barely speaking to you anymore. They weren't careful when a sadness was about to hurt them. They're so small. No one else was close enough to do anything. You're the fastest. So you ran and got in front of them and... Why did you do it, friend? Why did you do it? Why did you protect me? I don't understand. You could have stayed put. I could have taken care of it. I was fine. But no, friend thinks they're better than everyone else. And he tried to protect me like a stupid, crabbing idiot. And he got hurt. Because of me. Because of me, you can't see from one eye. You have a big scar. And you bump into things all the time, and you trip all the time, and you can't even see. Because of me. Because of me. They seem really upset, but it's not that big of a deal, though. But it is. It really is. You got hurt because of me, and I don't like it. I don't want it to have happened. You should have stood there and let me be hurt. But you would have died. It doesn't matter. If I died, it would have been fine. It never would have been fine. I could never have let that sadness hit you. I know you don't like it when we say you're a child, but you are. And as adults, it's our responsibility to make sure you're safe. Did you want us to go to your sister and tell her, sorry, we didn't jump to save them, so they're gone now? You'll always be more important than any of us. No matter what, we'll always make sure you'll live. And I'll always pick you over stupid blinding eye. But, friend, I don't want you to be hurt. I don't want you to be hurt. You can reassure them all you want. Say you're sorry. Promise you'll never do it again. But you would do it again. Again, and again, and again. If it had happened now, while you're stuck in a time loop, you jump in and protect them every time. You would protect them all, every time. Because what's the alternative? Try to find a way to save them without being hurt? What if you failed? What if you couldn't do it, and they did get hurt instead? What if they died because you tried to get a better ending? You can't take that chance. You would do it again, the exact same way, for as long as needed. I'm stronger now, Bonnie. I can protect you and make sure I don't get hurt either. You promise? You promise you won't get hurt again? I promise. You super promise? Super promise. Super duper promise. Okay. Okay. As long as you promise, it's fine. And anyway, I protected you just now, right? If it wasn't for me, you'd have been hurt. So you can protect me, and I can protect you. And we can protect everyone, too. Yeah? Yeah. You see me, right? I'm gonna touch you now. Oh, I got a hug. Bonnie runs into your side. They hug you tightly. You freeze until you remember what to do. Slowly, you hug them back. Ugly face. See, you do know how to hug. Looks like I do, yeah. Never miss when attacking. Billion blows technique. Be able to hit the enemy harder during battle. It's so strong you only be able to use it when you and your kid have had this exact conversation. So if you loop back to Dormont, you'll have to talk to them all over again. Remember that, okay? It's not letting me skip through the thing I already read. What? That's kind of cruel. It's actually really cruel. Okay. Gonna be heading off here in just a minute. So, Eggnog, are you still around? Eggnog, my buddy, my little Blahaj buddy. Preemptively, thank you for the stream. No, thank you for hanging around, Backshot Debbie. You know, again, It's really cool that you guys have been in here a lot, so I appreciate you. I appreciate you telling your stream about me and showing clips and just having fun. So EP, really, I'm so I don't. You know, I joke about my sleep schedule, but if you're EP at this point, I don't know what your sleep schedule is like, because normally you stream much later than this. Okay, now that I have those, I'm going to save here. I'm going to find someone to raid. Yeah, I got 2 hours of sleep last night, or this morning rather. I got 3. So more than you, but man, 2 hours would be rough. I'm gonna try and get a little bit more sleep tonight. Hopefully at least like 5 hours. That would be very nice. Okay, time to find someone to stream or raid to. Normally I have Eggnog choose for me, but Eggnog is out. So Eggnog usually chooses people we already raid to. So I'm gonna choose someone new. But who do I raid? Wait. No. No. Okay. We're going to go raid this person. They seem like they have a cool model. And they're playing Resident Evil 4, so hope you all have a great night. Again, thanks everyone for hanging out on stream. You're all super cool. Jelly Raid. And I'm going to maybe get some food, see if my Oshi is streaming, and honestly kind of read a book for a bit. I've been reading this really bad series.
Yo! Oh god! Stop running! Jelly, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. I hope your stream is great. If you guys have to rest or whatever, don't worry,